Welcome back to the Southampton save here on the ChesnoidPlays channel. We crack on with our European journey today. It's Europa League stuff against Victoria Pilsen, although having lost against Utrecht in the first game of the group stage, we're very much looking to get victory this time around. We also have Leeds, Tottenham, Galatasaray, Leicester and Brentford as well this month. How far we make it through all of those games depends on how well this first simulated game goes against Victoria Pilsen, to be completely honest. But we should be getting 3 points, especially with our full-strength side. And fingers crossed we can continue to put some points on the board in the Premier League. A frustrating draw towards the end of the last episode means that we drop down to 9th. But we're still very much in touch with those at the top of the table in these early stages of this fourth year and hope to continue to challenge for the Premier League title this season. We're going to go into the sim and hopefully get a decent result away from home against the Czechs. They also lost on the first match day of this group stage as well. And with my full strength 11 available, we certainly should be expected to get victory here as well. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying this save, of course. F1 went up yesterday. F1 will go up again tomorrow. I'd very much appreciate your support on that save too. But for now, we're going to concentrate on football rather than Formula 1 and Saints rather than Chesnoid Racing. Golasso! Gianluca Scamacca scores his first goal for us in Europe since joining the club, and we lead away from home. Ball into Ollie Watkins. And played well on two. Suleimana could seal it now. Over the bar from Kamaldeen. There's just seconds to go. We've had the chances to really finish them off in this game. We've hit the woodwork. We've had shots saved at close range. Shots blocked at close range. Clear-cut chances that have gone over the top of the bar. 10 shots in total. A victory against Pilsen. Utrecht and Galatasaray, the two sides that won on match day one. Draw, which is good news for us. Meaning that we can now go play Leeds. Then play Spurs. We can probably sim the game against Galatasaray. And then we can hopefully play the final game today in the league. And then sim the cup game against Brentford too. Scamacca now up to 86 rated on the back of his goal there in the cup. And now on to hopefully scoring in the league as well. Leeds United with Stefan Ortega in goal. Joe Scally, Patrick Pfeiffer, Alejandro Catena and Leo Gilda. Bartol Franjic, Marco Roca. Herving Lozano, Sam Greenwood, Wilfred Gnonto, and Artur Cabral. And in almost entirely unlikely looking Leeds lineup, Gnonto, Roca and Greenwood the only real life players, I think, in that lineup that still play for Leeds. They've got some more squad players that are there IRL, but by season 4, as is the case with almost every club on a 4-year cycle, there's been a big change around in the playing staff, and we hope to beat them here today away from home. We just did in the Youth RTG. I'm playing Leeds for the second time today as I'm recording. And hopefully I can beat Leeds for a second time today as I'm recording. And that's not a spoiler because that episode is already out. El Chuki's in. It's a player that always used to be a go-to for career mode. Cabral squares it. Gnonto scores. El Chuki involved. Wilfred Gnonto, the Leeds United man, buries it. And we're behind after 7 minutes. And that's not exactly how I wanted to start today, to be honest. Win that, please, Ravella. Well up, son. Lovely stop. Smith throw a flamboyant first touch is probably the best way to phrase that. Serginho Dest on the run, though. Oh, and then we'll power down the line. Scamacca can get himself in the middle. I might be able to play him in. Oh, here, arriving. Smith row blocked well. Really well by a Leeds United defence. I thought that had opened up beautifully for me there. And to be fair, it did. They just then closed that hole where it had opened up beautifully for me and I didn't get the goal. Oh, Gianluca, you've got to bury that, mate. That's not good enough. Smith throw the ball inside to Conor Gallagher and Scamacca. Around the corner here is Kieran Tierney, but with nobody in the box to aim for yet. Don't really know where to go. Ludwig Blas in here. All that room has just disappeared again. Conor Gallagher looking for Scamacca, looking for Smith Rowe. I can't get a goal to save my life here against Leeds United. Please win this, Nicolo. Brilliant header. Scamacca down. Smith Rowe looking for Blas. We'll find him awkwardly round the corner. And Smith Rowe equalises for Southampton. His first goal for me since joining. And it's an important one too to level it up here at Elland Road. With 32 minutes to go in the game, there's winners in this yet still. It's Greenwood. Let's pull out wide to Gnonto. Where's he going? Down the line. And into the middle. Finds Cabral. Well, the keeper was moving one way, the ball went the other. He throws out a foot and it cannons off the woodwork and behind for a corner. Very nearly 2-1 to the hosts. I feel slightly fortuitous. Oh, I was slightly fortunate that the ball didn't go in there that time. Livakovic made a much more convincing save from the header, but just as necessary. Here is Sulemana again. Oh, it's a poor ball looking for Scamacca, but somehow he's able to wrestle possession back. Dest into the middle. Conor Gallagher winds up. Hit hand will take the free kick there for sure. It's close, but it's definitely scoreable range. James Ward-Prowse not on the pitch at this moment in time, but Ravella not bad with a free kick. Please. Please, Nicolo. I need this over the wall and in that top corner. I'll put 2 and a bit bars of power on it. Should be enough to get over the wall and back down again. Off the bar. Can we win the header? No. Oh, that's the closest we have come. Potentially the closest we will come to getting a goal to win this tie. Blasto with the spin. Pass blocked. I can't find Scamacca in the box. Smith Rowe through the gap maybe between fullback and defender. Pfeiffer is a giant in there. Lozano quickly forward, picked off. Both sides trying to find the ball to their front lines as quickly and efficiently as possible with barely any time left in the game. The minute the ball is just pinballing around and Nonto could find his teammate. He has done. And Cabral wins it for Leeds United. Livakovic out to it. He's thrown himself in, kept himself tall, but he's gone to the side of him rather than trying to get it underneath him, and we weren't prepared for that. It's a great finish, and Leeds United have weathered the storm here against us and will win. Salisu loses out in that 50-50 with their goal scorer. And you can see the goalkeeper's come out and kept himself upright, and as he's sliding, if he extends a leg, maybe he blocks it. Cabral buries it beautifully, and Leeds are going to get 3 points here, and as our Europa League plan gets back on track, the Premier League plan takes a wobble. Tottenham next. Tottenham Hotspur, Emiliano Martinez, Jed Spence, Davinson Sanchez, Christian Romero, Aymeric Laporte and Destiny Atozi, Jude Bellingham and Eduardo Camavinga, wow, Oyarzabal, Kane and Son for Tottenham. Bellingham and Camavinga, United at Real Madrid in real life, United at Spurs here in virtual life. Scamacca is in the middle. Oh, it's a good delivery. Wouldn't even lock Scamacca onto the ball. 1-2 here. Sulemana from range. Oh, and it was as far wide as it was the distance to goal when it was taken. Oh my God. Heung-min Son. I mean, he won the ball. Might as well just let me play on with a throw-in, to be honest. Sulemana. Rovella. Camavinga trying his best. Dest. Sulemana. Blas. Scamacca found. And in here is Conor Gallagher. Oh, and the one clear cut chance we have. Hemi Martinez makes the save. We waited 38 minutes for a chance like that and couldn't take it. Scamacca's up with the header, but it's over the top of the bar. Still no goal in this one. Kane out wide to Tierney. To Oyarzabal. Tierney trying to close him down. Salisu, that's so important. It'll be 0-0 at half-time, and almost certainly solely down to that interception from Mohamed Salisu, because that really should have been 1-0 Tottenham Hotspur, just as we probably should have made it 1-0 to ourselves at the other end through that Conor Gallagher effort. This is a really tight one against Spurs. Tierney. Nice turn. And Smith Rowe. Scamacca. Oh, Blas. No, we've hit the bar. Ludovic Blas was in similar sort of position to Conor Gallagher. And this time, in trying to force it over the line by using a bit more power to beat the keeper, we can't beat the woodwork. Kane tackled, and we'll try and build again. We're getting closer and closer, but the goal won't come. Oh, that wasn't composed from Tottenham man in the middle there, and that gap has opened up here for Ludovic Blas, but there's no room to find anyone else. He doesn't need anyone else. Oh, Scamacca! A game winner for us once more. Ludovic Blas with brilliant footwork in the middle to work the space, committing Tottenham defenders left, right and centre, finds his teammate who finds the back of the net, and in this tight, tense game of football, we might just have given ourselves the win. That was unreal from Ludovic Blas. Scamacca finds the space, and this time finishes. Scamacca stolen off the defender. This criminal from Tottenham. We waited so long for one goal, and we can't give ourselves a second. Every time I've tried to finesse efforts like that recently, they've been blocked. So I went for just a laced effort. But the quality of goalkeeper in Emi Martinez just wasn't to be beaten. It was Tottenham committing defenders to challenges that cost them a goal in the first place. A little dink to find someone in the middle. Conor Gallagher was arriving. Heung-min Son brings that down, gets it forward. But who's there again? It's Salisu. And there's the final whistle. Oh, we worked so hard for that. That was one of the most difficult games we've had to play in a long time. Really, really hard fought. One of the closest games we've played in a long time as well. Tottenham didn't have a single shot, but it certainly didn't feel like that. If you look at the stats, it says it's one-sided. It really wasn't. City were 1-0 down at half-time. They've turned that round to win by 2-1. We beat Spurs, which takes us level on points with them in the Premier League, and if we can beat Galatasaray in this next game, then we should be in a really positive position in Europe as well. 3 points off the top four as Arsenal go undefeated still, and Manchester City, as well as Chelsea, also yet to taste defeat this season. Galatasaray away in the Europa League. Because we were able to get the result earlier in the day, I'm confident that with the same team, we can get a result this time around as well. Free kick in a good position. I won't jump in and take this one because it's not really in a shooting position. Their team, Galatasaray, is not great. So we absolutely should be capable of winning this with our full-strength side. We rotated for Utrecht, got found out. Started the stronger side against Victoria Plzen and got the victory. And we hope that this time that will be the same outcome. We can't seem to create that chance to win it for ourselves, can we? They might do the same for themselves here, Galatasaray. Oh, and he has squeezed it in. Yunus Akgün gives Galatasaray a 1-0 lead in the 67th minute. I think we'll be playing the final 3 games in the Europa League group stage unless we can somehow rescue a point from this. Full-strength team I'm playing here as well. On average, at least 10 ratings higher in every position on the pitch. And we've got an equaliser now. Bloody lucky with a deflection free to a man that's loose, waiting in the box to just tuck home into an empty net. But we have ourselves a 1-1 scoreline now. Scamacca. Yes! At the double, Gianluca scored his first goal in Europe. Oh, against Victoria Plzen, and he might well have single-handedly dug out 3 points for us here against Galatasaray as well. It's absolutely the result that we should be getting. But we've had to work really hard for it, just as we did against Tottenham as well. Nothing is coming easy here with Southampton. We really are having to provide our absolute best at all times. And Plzen hold Utrecht to a draw, so that takes us top of the Europa League group stage now. We're up to 9th in the league with a game in hand. If we can beat Leicester City in our next game, we could be up into the top 4, though we'd have to win by more than 4 or 5 goals to do so. But we could be certainly back into a European spot by the end of the day, that's for sure. Let's go and win this one too. Leicester City line up then with Yassine Bounou in goal. Bono, to those familiar with him. Milenkovic and Mancini holding the centre-back partnership. Palhinha and Doucouré, the midfield partnership. Chukwueze, Zubimendi and Nauf sat behind Donyell Marland, the former Brentford man that scored a hat-trick against us in the RTG. Brentford in the RTG, of course, not former Brentford IRL. But Donyell Marland, very, very dangerous. And we hope we can keep him quiet here. A couple of changes for me in this one. On the left-hand side, Ibrahim, our Egyptian winger, starts. And Aaron Hickey at left-back as well. Couple of players dropped for a little bit of fatigue in between fixtures. Busy part of the season when the European group stage is around, to be fair. If you go all the way in domestic cup competitions and all the way in European competitions, the whole bloody season's busy, isn't it? You don't really get the chance to breathe at any point as a squad, which is why you need the strength in depth, which we do now have here at Southampton, and hopefully those players that are that depth will help us get victory here against the Foxes. Dest has left man on his arse. Will look for Ludovic Blas in the middle, and it won't. It will reach him. Scamacca. Oh, well then. That's not a tap-in with an open goal, is it? Gianluca Scamacca from outside the box on his left foot scores an absolute worldie off the underside of the bar. Brilliantly struck, and we lead at the King Power. Lucky with the way we won it back, but no luck about that. That's just pure quality. Brilliant goal. Wow. That's worth a like on the video, if nothing else is today. Oh, Marlon's going to have the pace to get to it. Salisu's going to try. He's not going to get there. Marlon. Saved by Livakovic, relying on just their sheer straight line speed there, Leicester City. Subamendi to take the corner for them. One of their highest rated players at 86, if not the highest rated player at the club at 86. Chukwueze back. Mancini, surely not him from there. Subamendi to Donyell. Marlon. Lovely effort with the outside the boot. Still the pressure builds on our goal from Leicester City, but we do not cave. Chukwueze. Nauf does well. He's got so many blue shirts back here. Just needs to find the one that's actually going to put the ball in the back of the net. Dominic Livakovic doesn't want to concede today, though, does he? Rovella. That's the into Dest. Here's Sulemana. Quick turn. There goes the run of Scamacca. There's the feet of Scamacca. There's the goal of Scamacca. His 6th goal in 7 games, and Gianluca's proving to be worth every bloody penny we paid. Marlon with a lovely touch. He's got the legs. I can't get near him. Oh, Livakovic has made his fair share of saves today. Rovella off for James Ward-Prowse. Should we try and hold on to the 2-0 lead that we've got? Maybe build on it? I knows we need to build on it at this stage, although our goal difference is only +1 heading into this. So any extra goals we can score would be welcome. Lavia in the way. He's grown really well, hasn't he, since going out on loan to AC Milan. A bit carried away myself now with the slide tackles. Marlon, effort, saved again by Livakovic. Deary me, Leicester City. Will you ever score? Chukwueze. Just raced around the outside of me. Oh, wow. The volley from Nauf, I think it was. Unreal. I tried to just stop him from getting a shot in here, which worked, but still didn't stop them from scoring, only just over the line. This would be a good replay angle for it on the volley. Hits the bar and about a few inches over the line at best. Definitely crossed it though. No need for goalmouth technology there. Oh, it's just unreal from Leicester now. The level of football they're playing at the moment is just too good for me. And they get their just desserts. 2-2. Donyell Marlon. It's just exceptional build-up play and a brilliant finish. Livakovic has done all that he can. But in the end, we haven't been able to hold out. They're level again, Leicester City. Run then, Gianluca. Time the pass right. Scamacca. Come on, mate. Please, please, please. Bury that. Good lad! I want this win! Desperately. It's his 2nd hat-trick of the season, Gianluca Scamacca, and he really is turning into the man for us up top this year. We nearly threw it away. We grabbed it back. We grabbed it backer through Scamacca. I'll take it. Bit cringe, but I'll take it. Ethan Laird delivers. Salisu's up. We've taken Scamacca off now. He's earned a little bit of a rest slightly earlier, and we brought on Ollie Watkins, and all we need to do now is just see this out. I won't be surprised if there's 3 or 4 minutes added on at the end of the game, to be fair, considering the amount of action there's been in this second half. But we are destined for 3 points nonetheless. We might not be one of the best sides in the league yet, but we certainly, as a group, never give up. And if there is the sniff of a title challenge or a domestic trophy this season, or even a European trophy with the Europa League, we will go for it, and we'll try and do what we can to get it. Serginho Dest is in behind here. This is going to be the last action of the game. We will get a win, and it's by 3, not 4, goals to 2. Thank you, Gianluca. You've done it again. A 2nd hat-trick in a Southampton shirt for him. Well and truly deserved. Leicester probably would have been justified in wanting, feeling like they earned the chance to take a point from that game. But we won't give up. We go to the end, and they didn't. They thought the job was done when they brought it back to 2-2 and took their foot off the gas, and we punished them for it. Gianluca has been superb. Up next, Brentford in the Cup. The Carabao Cup then to end the day for this particular episode. Brentford at home. We mentioned Brentford with Donyell Marlon in the RTG last time around. We got the better of Donyell Marlon. Can we get the better of Brentford? They're our bogey team in the RTG. We finally were able to see a victory against them come through in the latest season of that save. Season that saw us win the Premier League, of course. Hopefully we'll be doing something of that like, or that ilk, in this save as well at some point in the not too distant future. I'd love to win a domestic cup as well, but at the minute Guirassy is giving them a 1-0 lead, so maybe it won't be the Carabao Cup anyway. Come on, gents, please. Please. Fucking hell! Brian and Burmo, 2-0 Brentford. I think that might be us out the Carabao Cup, boys and girls. Unless we pull off some sort of Leicester-level comeback and then hold on and don't let them back in again, it is unlikely that we will progress in this competition. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Scamacca. 2-1. Game on again. Thank you, Gianluca. We were desperate for that. Counter-attack is on. Sulemana is in. He's quick. Oh, no. What a save. What a vital intervention. Sulemana again. Scamacca. Options in the middle. Still we come. Sulemana. Scamacca. Oh, it's 2-2. It's Scamacca at the double. It looks like we're headed towards penalties here in the Carabao Cup. Not that my penalty shootout form recently has been any good whatsoever. Here we go. Penalty shootout against Brentford on the way. Our first pen is coming in from Ludovic Blas. And he's missed it. No, he hasn't. He buried it. My bad. He popped it in the bottom corner. I hate that it changes the camera angle. You can't actually see what happens. But it has gone in. It looked like it was going to go wide. Guirassy then with the first penalty for Brentford. Saved by the goalkeeper. Smith Rowe. He'll try and find the left-hand side of the goal. Does he ever? Jesus Christ, what a penalty. Brian and Burmo calmly slots it into the top corner. Nicely done. Gianluca Scamacca will try and go for the roof of the net here. Just like that. Brilliant from Gianluca. We're dominating this penalty shootout now. Oliver Torres. Not been much power on these efforts, Brentford, but they're accurate enough so far. I'm not going to put much power on this one either. Nicolo Ravella beautifully into the corner. Brentford need to score, otherwise they're out. Josh De Silva scores. They're not out yet. Conor Gallagher, what can he do? Looking for the top left-hand corner. And finding it. Progression to the next round of the Carabao Cup. Was awful in my last two penalty shootouts, and we scored every single one this time around. Delighted. Well, that's us through in the Cup. That's us going strong in the Europa League group stage now as well. And our league form is back on point as well. So looking very, very good as we head into the next episode in a couple of days' time, of course, after the Formula 1 episode tomorrow. If you've enjoyed this episode, then do drop the video a like and make sure you subscribe to the channel here on YouTube so you don't miss out on more. I'm going to actually go and record another one now as it happens. So, because Conor Gallagher grows up to 86, we hope that we can continue to get some growth in our team as well. We are up to 7th in the league and, well, level on points with a number of teams above us. And only, actually 7 points of Man City at the top. If they could stop winning, that would be great. Fulham next for us. Join me tomorrow for it. I'll see you then.